The narrative is set for the crypto market, and we are watching the price action doing what it should be doing, which is a great thing as of now. But remember, when you do break things down and look at the core of things, you will see things like this, where the volume is going higher, higher, and higher. The volume candle itself was showing you the fact that there was a lot of selling pressure here than the last day, 12th. And on 13th, you didn't see the price dropping like hell. On 14th, you got more buying volume and the price responded positively. So you literally had a retest of this long wick, which was like 49,000. So those who call for the downside of 10,000 are now surprised with the fact that the price is at 52,000. Now, what do you see in the total crypto market? If you do walk through that, we are about $2 trillion. Don't you think that's a milestone which the crypto market as a whole has reached after a long period of time? I do think that when we see assets like this running up, if you were already focused on these, you knew this was coming. That hit the target. Then there's another asset which is up 2.24% for the day at $2.71, and this was the thought process. At 1.6 we said, guys, watch, the target is 2.63 for us. Now we hit that. Whether that's API3, which is now at 4.74, we share the thought process like this. We are above the target here. We are above the target. We're getting close to the target level 2, and 990 plus members in the SI family are taking benefit of all these calls, and I'm happy things are running that way. If you do understand how the market is moving and why it's moving like that, now you get to see, okay, this is the narrative, I should be expecting this. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We are literally watching how things are evolving, which the trades, especially the trades which we started in last 5, 6, 7 months, they are up like 6x, close to that right now. Why is that happening? Because there is enormous liquidity now in the market. We are close to $30 billion just in Bitcoin. You look at the Tether, that's $54 billion in Tether in one day. That's a lot of money. And if you look through that, you will understand people are coming in and a lot of people are jumping out of Tether, which means they are buying most likely more Bitcoin, more Ether, more altcoins. And that's one of the reasons why you see the market is responding. XRP is showing you, it is creating this rounded bottom, which we discussed about. It is now at that neckline. As soon as this breaks to the upside, a retest and a bounce is what we are looking for. So things are slowly turning optimistic in the entire market. Not just for XRP, but that's a positive news. One way or the other, it kind of shows you that the trend is now your friend. It is starting to bounce back up. The RSI is showing you the Adam and Eve pattern breaking to the upside. So you have a lot of positive momentum in the market. When momentum is on your side, go with it. Don't go against it. This is where this candle shows you the fact that you just had a daily candle close which showed you bullish engulfing candle. That's huge. That's heavy. Because before this, you actually got the same on a 3-day chart. And what did happen? You followed through, the price went up with 3 soldiers. So you are literally going to the upside. Now, you step back on a weekly and you see this exactly the same. We got this. So if we had to repeat the daily, the 3-day on a weekly, that means you're going to see this. That's going to be the key area. But for those who are watching XRP and its price action, they should be keeping their mind close to 0.6. A breakout in this region for this asset is going to be the key, which would show you the fact that There can be a retest and a bounce. That's something a lot of us are waiting for, to see the break of 0.9 range and then grind up to 1.29, 1.5. There are different segments for sure. But if you knew what we talked about for last 3, 4, 5 weeks, giving you the idea about the formation of this hidden bullish divergence, you already knew why we went that heavy on those assets. The thought process which we shared was clear. We gave this. This was the same in we thought. What happened? The price made a hidden bullish divergence on a 3-day chart, and here we go. It's up like 40% for the day, starting to push that asset price to the upside. So that's why understanding the charts, the education of what's happening in those assets become the key of your success. And that's why I suggest you join the SI family and start learning today, so that you're not delaying in this bull market. Remember, Bitcoin is now close to $52,000. At the bottom, it was $15,000. When Bitcoin reaches a local top and it slows down in momentum, that's where you get to see the altcoins going some crazy moves. And you're getting so close to that in time structure. If you don't believe that, you go here, you look at the entire market. Crypto is now responding 30, 40, 50, 60% up in a week. And you can see that not in one asset. There is a lot of different assets responding. See, some of these, we are trading them. We are watching how the price is evolving. That's where you have opportunity. This is what happens when you follow the best and learn the best information to position yourself well. Now, when we are here, we can look at XRP, or we should look at XRP. The idea or the thought process was easy on the macro, on the micro. I gave you guys that. But when you want to break things down to a confirmation level, watch this. The price action shows you that it is really interested in the volume. Fine. We had same amount of volume like last day, but that day was bearish, this day was bullish. Yet, the price action decided it's going to go higher, break through this range, and close the daily above that level. That's super bullish. You just broke through that entire trading range. Now, for XRP, if you look at this, we started trading into that range for last 23 days. Now, what's 23 days when you compare 3 years, 4 years, right? I agree, but that's a reversal like this. That's a reversal signal like this. So what are we waiting for? The same thing. I'm not changing my words. I'm not mincing my words. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. So most likely, when you do get that, this is what we want to see, right? Now, as soon as that start moving higher, then comes your macro picture, then comes your macro breakout, all those things. Because historically, this is what happened in the price action. If you break things down, look for what happened in each time in this particular asset, you will see that the same thing for some reason was repeating in this asset. Great, you follow that. Now, the sentiment in the market is so important here. And if you go into the altcoins, if you go into the Bitcoin, if you say, look at Ether for that matter. How many of you remember us discussing about this asset heavily, saying this is about to go higher, this is a accumulation range which is breaking higher, and this is the retest and a bounce zone. If you get to buy here because you missed this one, that's a golden opportunity. Now that's taking place. What else is super important? Just look at this chart. Ask yourself, what do you think? When you see the RSI, the weekly RSI entering the zone, and you get a confirmation of that from the daily that it's already there, there's a significant chance that you are about to see what has happened in the past. So what the hell was that? Each time you have entered into those zone, price action has responded very, very well. Now, go back in time. Which was that phase? This is that phase. So Ether started from $6, went all the way up to 1,500. Great. Fine. But when did the RSI enter the overbought territory? It was around $15 to $20 Ether. From there, it still went up all the way to 396 to make the local top. The next time it entered the overbought territory, it started from 400 and went up to 1,500. Same, you come here in 2021, you see the exact same. The RSI on a weekly entered around 520. It went up to 5,000, close to that. That means you just saw a 10x after that in last session. Great. And before that, that was a magnificent rally. Say $20 all the way up to 480. So you literally did a huge move. Now, if it's me, I wouldn't say we're going to $50,000 or $25,000 in Ether. I would say look for $10,000, which would be a 5x after the entry into the overbought territory. So $10,000 to $12,000 per Bitcoin for Ether is going to be something we may see soon. Now, does the trend lines agree? Does the market show you that as a possibility? I would say, yeah, 12,000 is something which the market shows you as a possible move in Ether. So if Ether is about to move like that, don't you think for 1 minute that the entire altcoin market is about to run higher? If you still doubt that, that is where I say, let's go into the altcoin. Let's exclude Ether and let's look at what we have discussed before. Now, we've repeated this for like 4 or 5 months so that none of you guys miss this. So that each and every one of us are on the same page and understand that this big run up is coming and I don't want you to miss this. This time, you don't really, at least I don't really care about this phase. If I can ride this and get out, I'm fine. I think you will also be, because this is the phase you are in. You're breaking through this leg. Wow, a breakout, a retest, and a bounce. Why would you miss that? Now, it's completely up to you. It's your choice. If you're listening to this, that means you are in the market right now. Very few people saw the bottom. Very few people decided to buy it back then because the sentiment was so bad. Right now, if you're new in the market, you're lucky because Bitcoin is at 50,000. The marketing, the media, the attention, it's bringing you here. It brought you here for a reason. And that reason right now is your decision factor. The breakout, the retest, the bounce. Do you want to participate in this wealth creation phase? If you would like to do that, start studying about the assets. Look at the charts. Start getting the basics, at least the fundamentals of these assets. That's where you start. And then you break down which one is the best one. In terms of timing, that's where it becomes a little bit more hard. You'll have to use all these technical information. That's a little bit sketchy. And if you need that information, go on, find someone who you think is reliable and has been reliable for last 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You go back and you look at that. And if you literally think, yeah, this guy is fine, SI family is there to support you, to educate you as much as possible. So guys, if you received value, smash that like button for me. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.